Have you ever pondered the concept of oneness? The notion that we are all interconnected, not just physically, but on a deeper spiritual level. Today, we explore this profound principle which proposes an invisible spiritual internet that permits those tuned in to grasp any true principle. The oneness principle, in its simplest form, is this: 1 + 1 = 1. Yes, it sounds contrary to basic arithmetic, but bear with me. Imagine two individuals, each one a unique entity. When they communicate through the soul, they merge into a unified life, discovering that they are a part of one soul with one vision. Hence, 1 + 1 = 1. This formula may be dismissed by a mind devoid of soul contact, yet it resonates profoundly with a soul-infused personality. Consider this analogy. Imagine two people in conversation. When centered in the oneness principle, they might use different words, different definitions, but they can sense the meaning the other is trying to convey. It's like two different musical instruments playing the same note. Different sounds, yet the same pitch. However, when people are focused on their individual personalities, any disagreement can disrupt this harmonious understanding. It's like those two musical instruments playing completely different notes, resulting in discord rather than harmony. That's why it's crucial to have a uniform definition of terms. Just like scientists use specific definitions to communicate with minimal distortion. Another intriguing aspect of the oneness principle is its impact on our perception of literature. Those who have embraced this principle often have a remarkably similar appreciation for the same groups of writings. It's as if they're reading with the same pair of glasses, viewing the text from a unified perspective. However, the journey to the oneness principle isn't without its hurdles. Often, when a seeker achieves soul contact and becomes one in the body of the soul, they encounter a second obstacle. It's easy to enter the soul world and then return to the physical world. But when the consciousness settles down in this reality, we tend to get spiritual amnesia and lose sight of the soul. Moreover, the principle of oneness becomes particularly challenging in relationships. We often focus on the negative aspects of those around us, which are not part of the soul's kingdom. By doing so, we lose sight of the soul and the oneness principle. Instead, by directing our attention toward the soul within others, we can sense and realize that they are, on a higher level, one with us. As we strive to build the kingdom of God, we may reach points where agreeing to disagree will halt progress. In such situations, the oneness principle must come into play. The two must contact the spirit through the soul together. The spirit, which is one, reveals the same thing to both of them at the same instant, and then two or more entities become as one mind joined in the one mind of God. They no longer agree to disagree, but agree to agree. So, to summarize, the oneness principle is a profound spiritual concept representing the interconnectedness of all beings. It challenges conventional notions of individuality and proposes a unified existence where 1 + 1 = 1. It requires us to look beyond surface-level disagreements and negative aspects, focusing instead on the soul within us and others. It's a spiritual journey of overcoming hurdles, seeking soul contact, and ultimately realizing that we are all part of one soul with one vision.